everybody, and good morning, at least this morning for me, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing our weekly WIP and chat, so grab out whatever it is that you're working on, whether it be diamond painting or crafting or driving or cleaning or anything else, and work along with me. Don't watch the screen because my setup's a little wonky today, but you know what? It's fine, because you're not supposed to be watching anyway. It's not early morning for me, but it's I'm already losing my words. I just crawled out of bed. I don't know why I decided to do this. I don't know why. I film these on Mondays, and I don't know why that the minute I the minute I crawl out of bed, I'm like, it's WIP and chat time. Let's go. I could like wait until I'm more coherent and then these videos would be less like absolutely ridiculous, but am I gonna do that? No. Why not? I don't know. Because I want to make I want to make my life difficult, I guess. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Have you had a good weekend? You'll probably be seeing this on Tuesday, but for me, it is Monday morning. It's like 8:30 in the morning. So I know the weekend was a few days ago for you guys, but did you have a good weekend? Oh, let me introduce all my stuff. So this is my newest WIP. You guys haven't seen this in a WIP and chat yet. This is, oh my God. This is the Flower Beauty series. This is Zoe by Lamb Jasmine Bowman. I now feel the need to say that it's the Flower Beauty series because apparently there's another diamond painting called Zoe from Lamb Jasmine Bowman. And it's a completely different painting, but I think it's the same woman. So yeah, this is the Flower Beauty series one. I just started it yesterday. I'm still on the very bottom row. I'm like, I don't know, maybe 4 sections into it. I don't know, it's really good quality. I like the quality of this company. I'm not the biggest fan of this rendering. Her skin color isn't looking right so far, and unless you back up like really far, it's harder to tell that like these are flowers, and like it's very confetti heavy, and I don't know, I can't really tell particularly what I'm working on. It's a little bit, you can tell it's very computer rendered. And I would prefer it if it was, like, I don't have a problem with computer rendering, but then, like, going back and fixing it, especially for this sort of, because this has a very, like, watercolor aspect to it, especially with watercolor pieces and stuff like that, you do kind of need to go back and fix it, otherwise it just looks like a big jumble. So that would be my one thing, but I really do love the quality, and I'm sort of just, like, trusting the process and hoping that the end result is going to turn out really good, and then like take a few steps back to really be able to see it come together. So I'm trusting the process before I give it my final verdict. I will absolutely be doing a post review on this kit simply because it is a newer diamond painting company. It is a small business, and I've never done a kit from them before, and I am now. So like I said, I really, really love the quality. Like, everything about this has been really, really great. So, I'm just, like, trusting the process when it comes to the rendering. Because I have to say, I'm a little nervous about it. But I don't want to make any final critiques until I finish the kit. This is my new pen. Some of you guys might have seen it on my Instagram story from Sunday. This is from Turning a Dream. I ordered this, like, 2 months ago. This blank is called Caramel Macchiato. Isn't that pretty? Oh, so pretty. I ordered this like 2 months ago, not 3 months ago, 2 months ago. And they don't invoice you until the pen is done. And so I completely forgot that I ordered it. Completely forgot until they were like, hey, your pen is done. Here's a picture and I need an email address for the invoice. And I was like, oh, shoot. That's right, I did order. Okay, cool. And invoiced it, and then it was here a few days later, which was awesome. But isn't it pretty? Love that. And they usually just sell blanks, but I reached out to them. They have such gorgeous blanks, and I was like, do you guys do pens? And they were like, yeah, we can turn a pen for you. And they were like, you know, what kind of size would you like and what kind of style would you like? It was really cool because then I got to choose, okay, I would like a chunky 3-bump, and that's what they made me. This thing is a chunky monkey. I love it so much. So much. So beautiful. 10 out of 10 recommend. This little guy right here, this is my little toothless cover minder from Kim's Needle Minders. Yes? No. From Drill Pen Frenzy? Drill Pen Frenzy. Yes. Sometimes I have a hard time remembering where all my cover minders are from. Using my Muni Made trade as always. I got my little, you can't see it. Move it over. Got my little trash drill cover minder from Erica's Little Creations, who I don't think has an Etsy shop anymore. Either that or I can't find it. Anyway, I'm on my lap desk as usual. We've got an interesting setup as usual, but it's fine. It's totally fine. So again, how are you guys doing today? How was your weekend? Did you have a good one? What are your plans for this week? How is life going in your world? It's going pretty good. I have a very busy day today. Oh my God. Before I start talking about life, and I completely forget because we're already 6 minutes into this video and I literally have been telling myself for 3 days that I'm not going to forget to do this. I had the wonderful Sandra West. Last week, she bought me a coffee. She didn't just buy me a coffee, okay? She bought me 5 coffees. I tell you what, when I woke up at 2 a.m. and saw that notification that she bought me 5 coffees, and that's the first time anybody has ever bought me a coffee, okay? Much less 5 of them. I almost cried right then and there. Right then and there. Almost woke up my boyfriend in the middle of the night and wanted to just scream. I was so excited. So I wanted to take some time during the WIP and chat. Thank you so much to Sandra West. You are such a lovely human being. Really, it's been so great getting to know you a little bit. And I'm so excited to be part of this and have all of these wonderful friends. Oh, sorry, I'm a little bit runny this morning apparently, so if you hear me sniff a few times, I apologize. But yeah, just I wanted to take a few minutes to just say thank you so much. It really means the world to me. As a broke college student and a new small business owner, I'll take it wherever I can get it, you know what I mean? So, you know, it helps me pay my tuition, it helps me pay my rent. Oh, sorry, I'm all sorts of runny this morning. It helps me buy diamond paintings to show on the channel. It helps me buy things for the shop so that I can bring more stuff to you guys. Like, it just, oh my God, it helps me in every way possible. As somebody who is a college student and is not able to get a full-time job because I'm a college student, it means the world to me. It means the world to me. So I was just so excited. So I wanted to thank you, Sandra. You're the sweetest little soul in the whole world. And of course, it is not necessary. You are not obligated to. I'm not expecting anything. Just make that clear. But if you are interested in helping out this little broke college student over here, my Buy Me a Coffee link is down in the description box. It always is. It's under my campsite link, which is like Linktree, but different. So that's where it is if you're interested. But it is not, there's no obligation at all because I get it. Trust me, I get it. I am learning how to budget. That is my goal for this next few weeks, is I'm learning how to budget. You would think I'm 21 years old. I've lived out of my parents' house for over a year. You would think I would know how to budget by now. Wouldn't you? No. Randa does not know how to budget. I just had like the perfect hellstorm, I think, where I went from high school, where I had a part-time job while I was in school and, you know, made income from it, obviously, but it was all just disposable income. It was like, you know, if you made $200 for your paycheck, you didn't have bills and shit to pay, and so you just like, cool, that's $200 that I can spend on clothes and food and whatever else little 15-year-old Randa wanted, which was usually clothes and food. And like, there you go, done. Like, what you get in your paycheck is fun money, basically, every single cent of it. And I saved my booty off in high school for college because I knew I was going to be paying for it by myself. So I was able to save some, but it is much easier to go, okay, so I made $200. Let me take $50 of that and put it into my savings account, and then the rest of it's fun money. Like, that's easy. It's when you get to be an adult, and I don't even consider myself a full adult. I'm like a half adult at the moment. It's when you get to be an adult and you go, okay, I have $200. Let's make sure that I put some of that towards rent, some of that towards electric, some of that towards food, some of that towards parking, because we have to pay for parking here, some of that towards fun money, some of that towards savings. So it's like when you have to, some of that towards Etsy shop, because you have to spend money to make money. Like, it's just, once you get into the depths of all of that, it's so much harder. So I went from high school to then when I moved out of the house, when I graduated high school, started college, and moved out of my house, my parents' house the first time. Where the frick is the color that I want? D. Is that a D or is that not a D? That is 110% a D. Where is it? T8. Am I blind? There it is. Found it. Okay. When I first started college, straight out of high school, I pretty quickly after that moved in with my at the time boyfriend, now my ex-boyfriend. And right after we moved in together was when I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Now, granted, that was a misdiagnosis. I do not have bipolar disorder. That has since been deemed as misdiagnosed. But I did and still do have severe depression and anxiety. And I started going down this horrible rabbit hole because we were living in a really horrible space and I was too depressed to clean it. And we had a new dog and the dog was shitting everywhere and I was too depressed to clean it up. And my ex worked 6 days a week and he worked nights. And so he was never there. And so it was just me in the house by myself with my dog. And we only had one window in the whole apartment, and it looked out onto everybody else's apartment. And so my ex insisted on keeping it closed all the time because he didn't like that other people could look into our apartment. So it was dark, it was smelly, it was nasty, and I was too depressed to go to school or work at the time. So I was in the house by myself all day. So unbelievably depressed. And because I was so unbelievably depressed and couldn't have a job, couldn't go to school, I didn't have any money. And so my mom was kind enough to loan me all the money that I needed to pay rent. So I didn't really get to learn how to budget there either because she kind of did it for me. And granted, that's not a bad, I'm not trying to like blame her for anything, but when you're kind of handed a certain amount of money per month and she's the one that goes, okay, here's $200 for rent, here's $50 for fun money, here's whatever, you just say, okay. Like, you don't really get to think through that yourself and plan out like, okay, this week I'm going to make this much and this week I'm going to make this much. So how am I going to allot this? You don't really get to do that. So then I didn't start working again until I had moved back in with my mom after my ex and I broke up, moved back in with my mom and started working again. And so again, we're at the same story where every single one of my paychecks is pretty much disposable income because I didn't have any bills to pay because I was living at home. And then I move out with my current boyfriend, my amazing current boyfriend, Perry, and I have bills to pay, and I have a job, and I don't know what to do with all of that. That it's like, I've now gotten to this stage in my life not ever learning how to budget because of this perfect little storm that that ended up happening. So my goal in life right now is teaching myself how to budget. My boyfriend is really, really good at that. He's like the master budgeter, the master saver. He is so good and smart with his money that he is teaching me. I am having him hold on to my credit card because I don't trust myself with it right now. And he helped me write out a budget. Okay, because it's kind of hard when you do what I do. I basically work 2 part-time jobs. So I run the Etsy shop and I DoorDash. I'm a DoorDasher. So because of those sort of self-employed entrepreneur type things, you never know. It's not like, okay, you make $15 an hour. Here's how much you're going to make a week. Here's how much you're going to make a month. You can make a rough estimate, but you don't really know exactly how much you're going to make each week, exactly how much you're going to make each month. It depends on how well people are tipping that day for DoorDash. It depends on how many orders I get that week in Etsy. You never know until you're there, and then you're like, okay, here's how much money I make. The cool thing is that I've been able to do a little bit of budgeting when it comes to DoorDash because I DoorDash 3 days a week. And I've come up with a system and a way to play the game where I don't go home until I have $50 in my DoorDash account. I have made $50 for that day. Cool. So then by that standards, I should be making $150 a week. Great. Which is $600 a month. Great. Beautiful. I can budget with that. And that is enough for me to live on. And so it's okay, so I can just do that. And my therapist had the great idea. Just take all of your earnings from Etsy, put it straight into your savings account. That way you can use all of your earnings from Etsy to, restock and buy new stuff for the store. And then all of your profit just goes into your savings account. And that way it's kept completely separate and it's not confusing. And I went, girl, you are a genius. That is the best idea I've ever heard because I get so confused mixing those together, especially when you're trying to figure out spending and then cost of labor and then profit. It's very complicated for somebody who is just learning how to literally budget to try to figure out how to run a small business. It's, oh my God, I don't know why I do this to myself. Anyway, so I was like, that is the greatest freaking idea in the world. So I started doing that where I changed my Etsy settings to where everything goes straight into my savings account. And then all of my DoorDash stuff goes into my checking account. And that is what I live off of. And I I have a literal written budget of okay, here's how much money goes towards this. Here's how much money goes towards that. Here's how much money goes towards that. Here's how much money goes into savings. And here's how much money you have for fun money left over. And then to even further keep myself on track, I have started writing out every time I spend fun money. So say on Sunday, Perry and I went to Dunkin' and I paid for it for breakfast and some coffee. And so I pulled out my little notepad on my phone and I wrote down exactly how much money I had spent. And then I needed to buy a new crochet hook because my dog broke my crochet hook. And my nice crochet hook, my expensive crochet hook. Not a little, $3 crochet hook I can get from Walmart. No. My $30 furls hook, okay? Really fancy, really expensive. I was so mad. Can you tell I was so mad? So I had to buy a new one of those. I wrote it down. So that when I'm thinking, I want to buy this diamond painting or this pen, or I want to take Perry and I out to dinner, or whatever the circumstance may be, I can look at that list and go, okay, how much money have I spent this month? Geez. And how much money do I have left in terms of fun money? That way I can do it that way. And I think, granted, it's only been like less than a week, but I think I'm doing good. I think I'm doing really good. And this month is a little weird because I didn't start budgeting until like halfway through the month, so my money's a little off, but I think we're doing good. And I'm pretty proud of myself for it, low key, I'm not gonna lie. Because as somebody with a spending addiction, it's helped me keep it in check, which I'm really proud of. So that's fun. And then, is anybody else excited for Drills and Chills? Because I am. I ordered a kit a while ago. Not a while ago, maybe like a week ago for Drills and Chills. It better freaking come in time. It just better. We'll see, but it better. I ordered Warm Witch from Diamond Art Club, but it's on pre-order, so I'm having to wait the like however long until it gets here. But I'm freaking excited about it. Oh my god, I'm so excited about it. I wanted that kit like when it released, and I didn't have the money at the time. And so then I was like, screw it, I'm doing it for Drills and Chills. I got some money from when I first opened my Etsy shop, like that first week after Bev's Live. I had some extra income, and I was like, you know what? I've been working hard. I'm going to treat myself, and I'm going to get a kit for Drills and Chills. Because I don't actually have a kit that I think would fit the theme. Like, out of all of my freaking kits, I don't think I have one. I mean, you guys have seen the stash, so you can tell me if you remember one that would fit, but I don't think I do. And so I was like, no. Especially like Katie and Jessica are hosting it. I was like, yeah. I really wanted to do their old masters, but again, didn't have the kit for it, didn't have the money to buy a kit for it, so wasn't able to do it. And then I wanted to do the Draglings and Books event, but they had like a very strict start date, and I was not ready to start on said start date because I refuse to have more than one kit going at a time. And so, oh my god, I'm sorry. That probably sounded so gross. God damn it, Randa. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I couldn't do that event that I was planning on doing. And so this will be my first event ever. How fun, right? Drills and Chills? I think that's such an excellent first event. And I'm so excited because I love that freaking kit and I'm so excited to do it. I also was thinking yesterday, I had an idea that to celebrate Drills and Chills, I wanted to get some Halloween themed cover minders in my shop, right? And sort of release them before Drills and Chills starts as sort of in honor and to celebrate the Drills and Chills event. How freaking fun, am I right? And then, you know, obviously I'm going to keep one for myself because I need that in my life. I'm pretty sure I already have it like picked out and planned out like what I want to release. I think I'm going to release 3 different cover minders for Drills and Chills, ? And I might release some cool, like, I don't know, I need to do more planning when it comes to this, but I might release some cool, like, Halloween or autumn themed scents for my scented wax and scented putty. That could be fun too, so that you do like a whole little Drills and Chills combination for all the things. That could be fun. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna get those supplies. I'm gonna order all the supplies and stuff next week, and then probably get it started by at some point in the beginning of August, because Drills and Chills doesn't start until September, and so I don't want to do it like too early, but I also don't want to do it too late. So maybe like mid-August I'll release those. Anyway, I think it'll be really fun. Because I'm so excited. It's my first event. It's Drills and Chills. It's hosted by Katie and Jessica. I'm so excited in so many ways. My friend Jacqueline, Diamond Art Sparkles, she invited me to the Facebook group right when Katie started it. I was like, Jacqueline, yes. Thank you, because I knew Katie was going to do it, and I was like, okay, I need to remember to, like, go track it down. And then I didn't have to because Jacqueline invited me to it. I was like, girl, you're the best. Oh, I'm done with that section. Fun. So this weekend, my boyfriend and I had sort of what is my version of, like, a dream weekend, where on Saturday we did a whole lot of nothing. I love days like that. I love when Saturday is just like a whole butt ton of nothing. And so we did that. We did a whole butt ton of nothing. Of course, he is such a busybody. He was still up and like, he went to the garage for a little bit and he's doing things and whatever. I was like, okay, cool. You have fun. I'm going to sit here and diamond paint and craft. Fun. Cool. So that's what I did. Sat around and did a whole lot of nothing. And then, let me think. We went to the store on Saturday also. Got our shopping done for the week, which was good. So now we have a ton of food in this house and I love it. I'm trying to do, because, oh my God, you guys, I'm like one of those weird people. It's really horrible for you, but I'm one of those weird people who really doesn't like water. I don't like being in water and I don't like drinking water. I don't mind like lakes and pools and stuff, but like showers, I really just hate being wet. But anyway, that's a whole different story. I don't like drinking water. I don't like the taste of it. It's just not what I would prefer to drink. And it's like so unhealthy for you. And I bet my health would be so much better. And I bet my skin would be so much more pimple-free if I would just drink some goddamn water. And so my boyfriend and I have been brainstorming how to get me to drink more water. Because I drink way too much soda at the moment. I love my Diet Mountain Dew. I love Sprite. I love Diet Coke. I drink way too much of it. So we tried like the Propel. I've tried before. My mom has tried this many times before to get me to do the like Propel flavored water. And it's okay, but it's really just, it's not a very good substitute. And I was telling my boyfriend, the reason I think it's not a very good substitute is because it's not carbonated. And it's like, I'm pretty sure that carbonation, like, dehydrates you or whatever, I think. And that's part of why soda is not very good for you, on top of, like, the fact that there's sugar in it and stuff. But I was like, I could bet $1 million that sparkling water is better than soda. You know what I mean? That at least you're still getting water, right? Maybe my logic is off on that, but I was like, what if we got me some sparkling flavored water? That way it would feel like soda without it being soda. And so we found, oh no. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I hate it when I do that. Ugh. Okay. The adhesive on this kit is so strong. So we found at the store this, it's sparkling flavored water. It's just like, you know, Propel water or that Mio stuff that you can put in water, except it's sparkling. And it's awesome. Like, it's definitely not, like, as good as soda, but it's, you know, in terms of, like, water, it's really yummy. So I bought a ton of those and a ton of different flavors to try out all the flavors and find, like, an alternative to soda. And I think that that was really, really, really good. And I'm excited about that. I think there's only one of that symbol on here. Okay. Where is it? Here we go. So we have a lot of those and I have a lot of things to drink. And we found the one that was like sugar-free and whatever and calorie-free. I don't know. And so I was like, cool. It's just like my diet Mountain Dew. It doesn't have sugar and, you know, all the extra sugar and stuff. But of course it has fake sugar, but everybody has their own opinion on that. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be good. Get some more water in this here system of mine. My body needs it. It really does. Sometimes it yells for it. And lately it has been because it's so literally freaking hot. Oh my God. I will go out door dashing. I remember on Thursday and Friday. I remember this because I was so excited and proud to tell my boyfriend that I forgot both days to take a water bottle or something with me door dashing because it's so freaking hot. You need some liquid. Oops, sorry that I just bumped the camera with my foot. But I forgot to bring anything with me. And so of course I'm going through my whole shift dying of thirst. And come home, and because I was dying of thirst, I came home and I drank a whole glass of water. Which, honestly, I know you're supposed to have 8 glasses a day. I know it's not a lot, but I'm so bad when it comes to water that there have been times that I've gone days without drinking water, or I'll just drink a sip to take my pills and that's it. And otherwise I'm drinking soda or something else. It's bad. It's really bad. It's not good for you. But my boyfriend came home and I said, guess who drank a whole glass of water today? Oh my God. And he was like, I'm so proud of you. That's awesome. Because he knows how much I suck. He was like, you're supposed to have 8, but it's good. It's progress. I was like, thank you. Yes, it is. So that was fun. So we did a whole bunch of nothing on Saturday, which was awesome. And then went to the store. And then on Sunday, or no, wait. Oh, I'm not done with Saturday's story yet. Hold on a half a minute. I don't know what to... I feel like this needs some sort of a tiny disclaimer, but I don't know what that disclaimer would be. I guess if you're really grossed out easily, this might gross you out. Might. I don't know. It's not graphic or anything. It's my cat, y'all. For those of you who don't know, I have how old is he now? He's a 3-month-old kitten. Yes. I have a 3-month-old kitten. His name is Ollie. He is the love of my life. But we noticed that Ollie he was an orphaned kitten, and we've had him since he was 3 weeks old. I bottle fed him like little baby. And we noticed that he's not very good at going to the bathroom. That we used to stimulate him when he was really little, of course. But then as he got old enough, we were like, this cat is not pooping or peeing that I can tell. I don't see it in the litter box. I don't see it anywhere else around the house. I don't know what's going on. And so after a while, after a week of him not pooping, not peeing, we haven't seen any of it. I called the vet and was like, I don't know what to do. They were like, you should probably bring him in. I was like, okay. So I brought him in. They did a belly x-ray to see what was going on in there. And they were like, yeah, he's a little blocked up. But he's not a week's worth of blocked up, so he's pooped somewhere. And I was like, well, my dog, because I also have a dog, I have a 1-year-old puppy. My dog, since he was so young when we brought him home, my dog decided that she was mom. And my dog, those are old drills, I need to get those out. My dog liked to do mom's job where so if you don't, actually I should explain this. If you don't know what the whole stimulating thing is, When cats are below, God, what is it? 5 or 6 weeks old, they can't go to the bathrooms by themselves. The way that the mom gets them to go to the bathroom is that they'll actually lick, like, their genitals to like, encourage them to go to the bathroom. And so that's, you know, when mom isn't around, that's what you have to do, is you don't have to lick them. Don't take it that way. But you usually, like, get your fingers wet and you rub them. And it gets them to go to the bathroom. It's weird. I remember the first time doing it, it felt so weird. But you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? You gotta take care of your kitten, because if he doesn't go to the bathroom, it's bad. So you gotta do what you gotta do, even if it's a little weird. So I was able to get him to pee and poop for me when he was really little from stimulation. But then when he no longer required stimulation, he didn't react well to stimulation. That, like, even when I was like, okay, well, you know, he's 5 weeks old, he's 6 weeks old, whatever, but I'll still, you know, because I haven't seen him go to the bathroom, I'm still gonna attempt to stimulate him just in case that might help, and he still needs it. No, he was unreactive to it. But my dog decided that she wanted to be mom and take over the role of stimulating, and she will lick him. Which is bad, because then she could be just ingesting all of his nonsense, and we would have no idea if he's going to the bathroom or not. And then it's gross also. I don't particularly want my dog eating my cat's stuff, feces. No, not fun. So we go to the vet. She gives us some laxatives. This cat has the biggest poop I've ever seen in my life, okay? Shortly thereafter. And then I haven't seen him poop since. It's about a month later. He's still acting healthy. He's still running and playing. He's still eating fine, drinking fine. I'm like, it has to be that that Ash, my puppy, is just ingesting it when we don't know. It just has to be, because what else? Like, if he was that backed up, he would be acting sick, and he's not acting sick. And so we have just been kind of assuming that my dog has just been ingesting it, and it's gross, but we'll figure it out. And we started getting worried about it again just recently, and we were brainstorming, like, what to do. And then on Saturday night, we smelled something. And it smelled like poop. And we were like, oh, hell. And so we're looking around, and we're, you know, trying to follow our noses. Like, where the fuck is this poop? And you can sort of smell where it's coming from, right by the couch. And but you don't see anything. So my boyfriend gets down and looks under the couch, and he goes, oh, God. And I'm like, oh, my God, what? And he's like, Ollie pooped. I was like, I mean, good, but ew. Under the couch? Yeah, under the couch. Oh, geez. We go, okay, let's pull out the couch to get his freaking poop. You guys. We pull out the couch. There is about 2 months worth of poop behind the couch. Oh my God, it was a fucking battleground. We were both standing there, staring at it, going, what the fuck? Because not only, holy crap, Ollie, you've been pooping this whole time and we just didn't know, but then you continue that sentence and go, how the fuck did we not know? How did we not know that this cat has been pooping behind the couch for 2 months? How did we not smell it? Oh my God, that's disgusting, right? And so we go, well, we have been smelling something, but it's not very strong, and it goes away, like, pretty quickly. And so I had just kind of assumed that the animals were just farting, or that it was some other kind of whatever, because it would go away. And, like, in my brain, I was like, well, if they'd pooped somewhere, you would still be smelling it. But it wasn't until he took that massive dump on Saturday night that smelled like, oh my God, it smelled like Satan's butthole, okay? That, that we then were like, no, that's poop. And we found poop. We were not expecting to find a 2-month supplies worth, though, okay? It was so gross. It took us like a half an hour to clean up all of it. We had to pull out our vacuum cleaner because a lot of it was, or our carpet cleaner, because a lot of it was like stuck to the carpet because it was so old. Oh my God, you guys, it was so gross. I'm not usually like a queasy type of person, but every time I would go to pick up some poop and you'd smell it, it was like tucked really far behind the couch. So I think that was a big reason why we couldn't smell it super well, is because it was so tucked behind there that like, and our couch was pushed all the way against the wall. And so there's not really a lot of room to smell it. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was like, and then when you pull the couch out, you can really smell it. And so you go to pick it up and it's just like so fucking nasty. Oh my God. It was so gross. And it reminded me so much of my old apartment with my ex-boyfriend, where we lived in a house that was covered in shit 24/7 from our dog, because I was so depressed that I couldn't clean it up and I couldn't potty train this dog, that it actually made me almost have a panic attack because it just reminded me so much. And my boyfriend even said it. He was like, this reminds me of what you have described your old apartment as. And I'm like, yep, that's about right. Except it was the whole apartment. It wasn't just a little section behind the couch, you know, it was the whole apartment. And so it almost gave me a panic attack, which was super fun. Love that for me, right? It's okay. I was able to go give my boyfriend a hug and calm myself down. Like, it wasn't a big deal. I didn't actually have a panic attack. I just started pacing the room and crying a little bit, and then ended up calming myself down, and it was fine. But my boyfriend and I were just like, oh my God. It goes to show that we are not cat experts, because we should have known. I feel like a bad cat parent. Like, we should have known. No, we had no idea. Absolutely no idea. My boyfriend was like, so that's all those weird times we've been smelling things. It's like, yeah, I guess so. So because of my little panic attack, almost panic attack, I went crazy, and immediately like ripped open our balcony door to let all the fresh air in, lit a candle, grabbed a room spray, sprayed every room in the house to make it smell better. And then once Perry had carpet cleaned the carpet and got it all clean, I had an idea. I read one time that cats really hate the smell of citrus. And so I took a cleaning spray that I have that smells like citrus, and I like doused the back of the couch and like the whole area where he had pooped, underneath the couch, on the back of the couch, the whole nine. Because it's like, he's just gonna go back there and keep pooping until we figure out what to do with his litter box. Because we did more Googling and found out that that's probably because he doesn't like his litter or his box, or just in general, because they kind of just use it naturally. So it's like, okay, well, while we're figuring that out, I don't want him to just continue pooping behind the couch. And so I sprayed all that stuff back there, thinking he's not gonna like the citrus, he's not gonna want to go to the bathroom there. Genius, right? But we're still gonna need to like pull out the couch every once in a while until we're sure that he is pooping in his litter box, to make sure that it's not piling up again and we don't have, a 2-month supply under the couch. Oh my God, it's so gross. So that was our Saturday night. We spent it cleaning. And then the next morning we went back to Walmart. Sunday morning we went back to Walmart and we bought a different litter. Because what we had was what just came with our litter box. Like, we didn't know any better. We were bringing home a 3-week-old kitten. I just figured it was litter. And so it came with like this pellet litter. And we have since learned that pellet litter is not usually a cat's favorite. And also he thinks it's food. He tries to eat it. And like, you're not gonna want to go to the bathroom where you think it's food. So we got a new litter. I hear a lot of good things about like crystal litter. So I really don't like the sand litter. I'd like to stay away from it, but if it's necessary, it's necessary. But this crystal litter, I was like, maybe he'll like that. And so when we brought it home and I set him in his litter box, he seemed a lot more interested in it. He started sniffing it, and he was digging around in it, and he was hanging out in it. And so it's like, okay, maybe he likes that a little bit better. I do think though, since he pooped like like underneath the couch, that I think he would like a litter box to have a cover on it. Because this is, it's Monday now, and he still has yet to poop in his litter box. So I am going to be pulling out this couch later to make sure that he's not pooping behind the couch still. But sorry if you can hear whatever that is. Sounds like somebody's like leaf blowing or mowing the lawn or something. I'm sorry. But I was like, I think he would like his litter box covered because he went into this little hole to do his business. So he probably would like to have his own little hole to do his business in. So I think we're going to get him a litter box cover. Or honestly, just get him a whole new litter box, because I think he associates that now with, like I said, he was trying to eat his old litter. So I think he thinks of that as like this big food box. He doesn't think of it as a spot to go to the bathroom, even though I tried my best when he was a kitty that like I stimulated him over his box so that he would like know, okay, this is where you go to the bathroom. No, it didn't work. He didn't get it. So that was Saturday. And then Sunday was a really fun day. Sunday we took Ash to the dog beach. I know I talked to you guys, if you listened to my last week, oh my god, if you listened to my last week's WIP and chat, I can't speak today, you will have heard that we went to this beach and I didn't like it very much, and I asked my boyfriend, can we please just go back to the dog beach that we know and love next weekend? He said, yeah, that's fine. So we went to said beach. It's called Union Reservoir here in Colorado. I fucking love that place. They have a designated off-leash dog beach, and it's basically just like a big dog park on the water. It's amazing, and Ash loves it. So we bring the frisbee, and we swim around with her, and she plays with the other dogs, and we talk to the other dog parents. It's really fun. So we went there yesterday. Usually there's a line to get into Union Reservoir, and there was no line. We just went right in, set up our chairs. It was like 90 degrees. We swam around for like 2 hours with Ash. She slept for the rest of the day. Wonderful. Amazing. She's probably going to sleep all day today too. And tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So yesterday was really fun. We had a really good day. And today is a busy one. Today is shop restock day. So if you guys have been following the shop, you know that today is restock day. For anybody who's seeing this on Tuesday or later, my restock days are Monday. So far that's what I think. I'm still trying to like nail down everything because, I'm a new business, so I don't have all the kinks worked out. But I think Monday is kind of going to be like restock day. That is when, if I sell out of something or if I'm low stock, that's restock day. So today is restock day. So I have all the supplies. I need to get some wax put together because you guys completely sold me out of my wax by like Wednesday. I restocked it on, I think, Sunday or Monday, and you guys had sold me out by Wednesday. Oh my god. And then I had people asking me when the wax was going to come back. It's like, okay, I'll bring the wax back. Don't worry. It'll be back on Monday. So today's that day. So if you're seeing this on Tuesday, there should be some I can't imagine it's all going to sell out today. So go ahead and check the shop. There should be some on there if you would like it. And I also am going to restock some putty because I'm not completely out of putty, but I'm getting kind of low. I have all the supplies to make the wax, but I need more putty supplies. And I get some of my putty supplies from Hobby Lobby, and I tried to go to Hobby Lobby yesterday, not realizing that Hobby Lobby is closed on Sundays. I thought that was just Chick-fil-A. Excuse you, Hobby Lobby. But anyway, so I need to go there today, so I'm going to package up. Actually, maybe this is bad fucking small business work or whatever, but I refuse to work on the weekends, okay? I work all week between DoorDash and the Etsy shop. I am busy all week. I basically have a full-time job, and so I'm not working on the weekends. I'm sorry, I'm just not. And so from Friday, like Friday afternoon, because I sent out a shipment Friday morning, from Friday afternoon to Sunday, until right now, I've gotten 8 orders. So I have 8 orders to package up this morning and send out. And then when I go to drop that off at the post office, I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby, get some supplies, come back, and then it's fire restock time. I'm gonna start with the wax, I'm gonna restock all of the wax, and then I'm gonna go to putty and restock all the putty. Beautiful. Restock day. So that's my plan for today. It's going to be very busy. It's going to be fun though. It's like I love this. My mom was like, you're working so many hours now. It's like you could kind of just get a normal job and then maybe the pay would be steadier and you wouldn't have to worry about, doing all these different things and whatever. But I was like, but I love what I do. I love running the shop. I don't want to give that up. I don't love DoorDash. DoorDash is a means to the ends, but it gives me the flexibility to be able to work around my own schedule, work around the shop, work around school, and still make money. You know what I mean? That I get to do it on my own time. I get to be my own boss. I get to say, I take Mondays off because it's restock day, and I take Wednesdays off because it's therapy day, and I work lunch times because that works better for me, and, that kind of stuff where I don't have to work at 6 a.m. I can wake up and, diamond paint for a little bit before I go to work. So it's like, no, I think I'm good. I think I'll just keep doing this. This is good for me. This works well for a little Randa right now. So that is today's plan. It's going to be a busy day. It's going to be a good day. I'm going to try to get this video up today. It's not gonna. I say this every week, that I'm going to try to get this video up today. It's not going to, because it takes forever. But you know what? It's worth a shot, right? It's worth a friggin' shot. And I've already ordered more wax and more supplies for wax for next week's restock. Because if this week is anything like last week, I'm going to be doing a pretty big restock next week. So, and I'm trying to do bigger restocks that, like, as of lately, because I'm such a small shop, I've only been doing 2 of each scent, like 2 containers of wax per scent, which means they sell out really quickly and then people don't get the scents that they want. Which I get. Okay, I want to start making more. Yet at the same time, I am only one person, and this is not my full-time job. I don't have the time for it to be my full-time job. It doesn't make enough money for it to be my full-time job. But I do want to start doing bigger restocks. I just don't know how much bigger I'm going to be able to make them because I am only one person. But I will restock weekly. So if you're wanting to get your hands on them, Monday is your day, because that's what I think the plan is going to be, is putty and wax and everything on Monday. And I might still like randomly release things throughout the week. Like if I make an amigurumi plushie that I want to release, that might be released randomly. Cover minders might be released randomly. But I think like wax and putty are going to be like Monday. How long have we been going? 55 minutes. I could talk for a little longer. Yeah. Has it really only been 55 minutes? I thought it had been longer. I thought I just looked like 3.5 seconds ago and it was 45 minutes. Anyway, so that's the plan for today. I'm excited. I think it's going to be good. Then we're going to DoorDash some more this week. That's not so fun. It's really kind of just a pain in the booty. But you know what? It pays the bills, so. I feel like there was something else I was going to tell you guys that I wanted to make sure I said in my WIP and chat. Now I don't remember what it was. Of course I don't remember what it was. Because it's too early in the morning to be filming a WIP and chat, Randa. Why do you do this to yourself, Randa? Ay, caramba. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Oh yeah, also after I started spraying room sprays around on Saturday night, once we got that cleaned up and I had sprayed the room spray around, we were kind of planning on cleaning the house this weekend anyway, because it wasn't dirty, but there was just a lot of clutter everywhere. We live in a 1-bedroom apartment. It's only 700 square feet. And so a little clutter looks like a lot of clutter in our house. So I was like, no. After I had my little it needs to be clean panic attack, I was like, that's it. I'm cleaning the whole house. I don't care if it's 9 o'clock at night. I'm cleaning the whole house. So I told my boyfriend, I was like, could you please vacuum and I will do the rest. So I went around and started really quickly picking stuff off the floor. I did the dishes. I cleaned the bathroom. I cleaned the kitchen. And he vacuumed the floor, and we got it, I tidied up the couch and did the whole thing, and the house looked great afterwards. It still looks great, which makes me very happy. I love waking up to a clean house. And so, but that was my adrenaline from my almost panic attack going, that's it. This place is gonna be clean. Clean. So I cleaned the whole house. And I told my boyfriend, I am so sorry that you have to deal with the PTSD from my past. Because it's nobody likes to hear about, no significant other likes to hear about, your girlfriend's ex-boyfriends or whatever. And unfortunately, he does sometimes, because I bring a lot of trauma from that relationship. One of them being that I lived in a disgusting, filthy house, and so I get panic attacks when it's dirty. And my dog that I had that I've talked to you guys about that pooped all over the house, the dog was my best friend. And my only friend, because I didn't ever leave the house and my boyfriend was never home. My ex was never home. And so, but when I moved back home, my mom didn't want me to bring the dog home. And so I had to give her to him and let him take her. And so I lost my dog. And that dog was not just a dog to me. That dog was my child. And so I still have a lot of baggage from losing my child. As much as I love my current animals, my current children, and I would not, trade them for the world, it doesn't mean that I don't miss my other child. You know what I mean? And so he gets to hear a lot about that. And also because that was probably one of the most horrible times of my life in terms of mental health, we get more baggage because of it. So he hears a lot about it, and I feel really bad for him. Because then it makes, it makes him a little bit insecure, as it would make anybody. And so it's just I just feel bad. And so I don't like bringing it up. And so I told him on Saturday night, I was like, I am so sorry that you have to see the baggage that I bring from my past relationship. And he was like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You can't, it's not something you can control. It's something that happened to you, pretty much, I mean, granted, I chose to move in and I chose to be with this man and whatever, but Did I choose trauma? No. No, ma'am, I did not. It's one of the many things we talk about in therapy. Don't worry, it's fine. But yeah, he's so understanding and wonderful about it. You know, I don't know literally anything about any of his ex-girlfriends, except for one of them because I've met her. But it was like, I only met her because it was a quick relationship. So he lived in Chicago for most of his life. And it was like a really quick relationship that he had in high school. It was just like a few months. And then just by chance, she ended up dating his, at the time, roommate. It was his roommate at the time. And so they were like long-term. They'd been together for a few years. And so she was over at the house. And so I met her. But it wasn't a big deal because they dated for like a few months. So, but other than that, I don't know anything else really about any of his girlfriends. And I'm kind of okay with that. I kind of don't want to know. But because of that, I feel bad that he does. Like, he does know. He knows the kind of living situation that I lived in with my ex. He knows what happened with my ex. Like, he knows all of these things. And I feel bad because it's like, I wouldn't want to know. So I feel bad that he knows. But like, I had to tell him because I have to explain where all of this trauma came from. And why I get like a PTSD anxiety attack when I see poop on the floor. You know? So, I'm sorry if all of this is a little TMI for you guys. You guys are like my friends, you're like my family, and so I just start talking. So, I'm sorry if that's a little heavy and a little too much for you. I do apologize, but I'm just babbling at this point. All right, so we just hit an hour, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. Sorry if that's ending it on kind of a sad note. There's something happier I could say really quick, because that's kind of a sad note. Look at my cute cover minder. That's a fun note. I could technically use him for drills and chills, huh? Because he's a dragon, right? Like if I didn't want to steal my own inventory. But I do kind of want to steal my own inventory. Like I said, I have what I want to release for the drills and chills cover minders. I have that picked out. So I already know which one I'm going to steal. I want that one. It's going to match my kit. It's perfect. I want it. I'm going to steal it. But anyway, you guys, that's going to be the end of this week's Whip and Chat. I'm sorry if it was a little heavy. I'm sorry if it was a little gross, maybe. Don't watch if you're queasy. But today's going to be a good restock day. I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited for you guys to get some more wax in your hands. See you guys open some videos. I actually had the one and only Mrs. Coffee place an order with me last week. So she should be getting her box any day now of goodies. She ordered a ton of wax and putty. So check out for a What You Got Wednesday from her, because I think she said she was going to open it in a What You Got Wednesday. I'm so excited to see it on her channel. The one and only Miss Coffee bought from my shop. Okay, let's just talk about that for a second. How freaking cool is that? But anyway, so keep a lookout on her channel if you want to see an unboxing of some of my stuff. I also, if you haven't seen it yet, I have a video explaining how to use my scented wax and my scented putty in case you are curious. But of course, if you have any questions, you can also feel free to message me as well. Go ahead and tell me about how your day and your week and stuff is going down in the comments below. I'd love to chat with you guys down there. And also down below in the description box, where I talked earlier about my campsite link, it's going to have all of the links you could ever need. My Etsy shop, my Instagram, my Buy Me a Coffee. If you want updates on the shop, those will be on Instagram. And also just like, you know, current WIP updates and stuff. I actually haven't posted a picture of this piece yet, but I need to. But anyway, that is today's Whip and Chat. All the links you need are down in the description. Go ahead and chat with me down in the comments. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell notification so that you know whenever I post a video, because it's pretty random, except for like weekly Whip and Chat. Filmed on Mondays, usually posted on Tuesdays, but otherwise it's pretty random. Make sure to go ahead and give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and like I said, leave me a comment down below. I'll love to chat with you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!